often or how gutsy enough are they to challenge Rudy Gobert?
Well, you mentioned that. Colin Sexton, who I think is the biggest one to watch, 5 to 9 feet, he shoots 44%, which isn't great, but it's not great. 10 to 14 feet, he shoots 30%. So how far is he willing to go tonight? Like, it's worth watching. If you back him up a little bit more, inside 8 feet, he shoots 50%, 8 to 16, he shoots 41, 16 to 24, he shoots 34. And I feel like I'm at a WNBA game on a afternoon when I used to call WNBA games, and the little kids would come out for the summer camp day. Cavaliers are also shorthanded. Jarrett Allen took an elbow from Marcus Sol and is in the concussion protocol. So he's out. Larry Nance got Gobert-itis. No, I'm just kidding. He got an illness. But the funniest thing is, Larry said he likes playing center. The other night after Sacramento, literally was quoted post-game as saying, I like playing center unless it's against Gobert.
Oh, really?
Yes, he's now out with an illness. He said, unless you're playing a Gobert or a Lopez or one of those big guys, it's 270, then I can't handle it. But if it's Rashawn Holmes, who's like 240 like I am, I'm fine with it.
And that was Holmes is against the Sacramento Kings.
Here's Bogdanovich. Great first quarter the other night, the first night against Memphis. Gives to Donovan, who's been just brilliant recently. Inside to Gobert, ball fakes Hartenstein and draws the foul and get 2 free throws.
Now, this is the guy that I didn't think was playing tonight, but after watching him warm up.
Well, the reason he didn't play the other night is COVID, I think. He didn't have COVID. He was traded in a bunch of trade deadline deals, and by the time he got to Sacramento, I don't believe he could have cleared the protocol for Cleveland. Colin Sexton did not play in their first game of the road trip in LA. They battled the Lakers and then kind of fell apart in the second half. And then their last game against Sacramento, they had it. They had the game until the final play of the game was maybe the best buzzer beater we've had all season long in the NBA. Rudy Gobert makes the first free throw. Rudy, over the last 5 games, is at 76% from the line. That one's short. 1-0 Utah. Here is number 10, Darius Garland. He's skinny, 6'1", comes off a pick, rolls to his right, stops, swirls it back up top to Wade, not Twain. Right side, Garland in the lane, gives to Hartenstein, rotates out to Okoro, who's not a good three-point shooter, and he misses. Pushing in the back is Hartenstein on Gobert. This is a big ass for Isaiah Hartenstein. The Houston Rockets were always high on him. They made a big deal out of him. They always thought him, and then they never played him. Like, it was like every year it was, Isaiah Hartenstein is really going to have an impact. And then he'd play 23 games and like 11 minutes a night in 23 games last year and never. So now to be starting against Rudy's a different concept.
Okay, he's a 7-footer with 2 fouls already in less than a minute.
And he checks out. So now they're playing Wade at 6'8" as their center. Conley left side, in the lane, weaving, gets in the paint, flips up a right-hander, no good, rebounds tapped out. Wade's a pretty good three-point shooter, so they're going to try to take Gobert out of the basket. And here's Wade in transition, no good, rebound, Gobert. Cleveland is the last in the NBA in half-court offense.
And you can see him a good three-point shooter. Bernie, JB anyway, was talking about his defense.
Conley breaks to the 45, driving, and Wade commits a foul. Conley saw that before he got the basketball. He was over on the left side, a little hot feet all of a sudden, jumping up and down, trying to make sure he got it. It's funny, you can't tell anymore whether we have a sparse crowd or not, because every night's a sparse crowd. But this is the script by which you have a small crowd. You've been home for 3 straight. You suddenly play on a Monday, and you don't have as big a crowd as usual. I can't tell whether or not that's actually the case anymore, as the crowd is socially distanced still.
When you look around the arena, and it looks like the same seats are filled.
Well, that's usually the way to do it. The one area that's not filled, Ron, is the player family section is far less filled than usual. So maybe they're the ones who can't handle bringing the youngster to the game for the 3rd time in 4 nights. 3-0, Mike Conley with a layup. Both free throws are good. Jazz yet to have a field goal, only free throws.